রাজশাহী কিংসের স্ট্রেংথের জায়গা বোলিং, বাট তাদের একটা কনসার্নের জায়গা আছে, সেটা হচ্ছে মোহাম্মদ হাফিজের পারফরমেন্স। এক্সপেক্টেড পারফরমেন্স এখন কিন্তু টিমটা তাদের কাছ থেকে পায়নি। আর কুমিল্লা ভিক্টোরিয়ান্সের সাইফুদ্দিন দুর্দান্ত বোলিং করছেন এবং তার সাথে লোকাল মোহাম্মদ শহীদ থেকে শুরু করে আবু হায়দার রনি ভালো বল তারা করছেন। সো আমরা একটা সুপার ফাইট এক্সপেক্ট করতে পারি।
আমি জানতে চাচ্ছি এখানে যে বল
the other day, the youthful exuberance of Rajshahi Kings, well led by Mehdi Hassan Miraj, but Comilla Victorians will have to make do without the services of Steve Smith, who's had to go back to Australia for a bit of a checkup. Probably hurt his arm. So you see the umpires coming out. Masud Rahman and Murshid Ali Khan and Alex Wolf are the two umpires walking out.
Right, so as the umpires and the Comilla Victorians stride into the middle, talk for Tamim Iqbal maybe would come in as captain, but surprised a little bit to see Imrul Qais, but doesn't really matter, they've made up their minds. And the two batsmen coming out, Momin Ul Haq and Mohammad Hafiz, to come in. I think it's been informed wrong. That's a new combination. Yeah, Miraj has come in. Surprise, bit of a surprise. That's what, as I looked down, I expected from the cards, you'd expect Mohammad Hafiz to come in, and suddenly you look down and it's Kipper. Well, that's very interesting ploy coming in. Moinul's going to take strike. And Mehdi Hassan Miraj got a 50 in the last game, so maybe that's prompted him to just promote himself in the order. Confirmation that Momin Ul Haq is there. 82nd match for him. 750s. Huge strike rate, not a big strike rate. He's got 1293 runs, but he can be there to consolidate the innings. He's partnered in the middle by a bit of a surprise. Kipper. Mehdi Hassan Miraj, so adept with the ball and the bat. 41st match for him. Not a top-rate strike rate, you can say that, but you'd expect them to go off blasting away. Don't expect that. I think more, the thought process more of having a good look at the wicket consolidation, not lose wickets too early. Got a good innings behind him, has Mehdi Hassan Miraj. Going to be Abu Haidar Rani when he will start off proceedings, and he's going to come in from the Ismani Mirzapur end, the left-arm fast medium. 46 wickets into his 46th match. That can't be too bad. 2 4-wicket holes. Can make the ball move about in the air. We've seen evidence of that in one of the earlier games. Comilla Victorians. Countdown completed. And it's going to be Mono now to face to Abu Haidar Rani. That hint of swing that I was mentioning earlier, he just reached for it. Bit of shape early on. Does manage to do that well, but he needed to be a little closer in line.
That was way outside the off stump, and didn't have too much to worry about as far as sticking the ball to the slip was concerned, but it fetched him a single.
But what he might have to worry about is the left-right combination. Yeah, there's Miraj, the right-hander, and it's good to see he's got a slip in. There's your slip, and he's got that squarish short third man. He's got a point, a cover, an extra cover, and a mid-off. Now that extra cover fielder going on to the mid-wicket area, I think he's just saunter off too. Yeah, just get some protection just in case he errs in line down the leg side. So that's good thinking. On the leg side, a mid-wicket, a deep square leg almost on the boundary, and a fine leg within the 30-yard circle. Oh, down the leg side and past that fielder. Once you're past that fielder inside the 30-yard circle, you're good for a 4. And he really jumps and punishes a loose delivery.
A little awry there by Ronnie Hyder, and he flicks him very easily. Too fine leg for 4. That was a good shot by Mehdi Hasan Miraj.
Yeah, just the point I was mentioning, it's difficult at times for a bowler to change angles when there's a left-right combination. He essentially wants to bowl wide of the crease, over the wicket, angle the ball across the right-hander, because he's got a slip waiting. Needs to take that natural angle of the ball across the face of the bat. Try and entice Mehdi Hasan Miraj to go for a drive. That's the angle, but it's been cut away. Wow, he's onto it in a flash. Punished here for giving a hint of wit. That's not going to be very happy for the coach. That look says it all.
Well, that was short and right outside the off stump, and he slashes it hard. That goes to this point region, boundary for 4 in a flash.
There's been a little wayward, to say the least, from Abu Haidarani, drifting down the leg side and then giving the weight on the off stump, overcompensating, bowling from the Ismani Mirzapur end. Again, drifting down leg side, an appeal. They're going to get a leg by, no chance for the umpire to respond positively to that.
Momin ul Haq had a good partnership with Mohammad Hafiz, 80-plus partnership. So he's amongst the runs. He's amongst the runs. Diminutive left-hander will try and continue the form that he showed last match.
This pair will be hoping to give them off to a good start, which they're getting. 4 deliveries, 10 runs already. The first over. That's better. And uses the inside part of the bat. A little tentative on that push was Momin ul Haq. Crumbles through for a single now. He's been struggling a bit to find his rhythm. Abu Haidarani had a bit of shape. Very first ball he bowled. Since then, been a little wayward with his direction in the problem so far. Played nicely into the hands of both the batsmen. What can he do with the last ball of this first over that is coming into bowl now? A push, but over the infield, and it's going to race away into the fence for another boundary. That completes over number 1. They've got 15 straight away.
পানির প্রয়োজনে আমরা আছি সবসময় আপনার পাশে। বাংলাদেশের সর্বাধিক ব্যবহৃত পানির ট্যাঙ্ক গাজী ট্যাঙ্ক। গাজীর প্রথম, গাজীর সেরা। বাংলাদেশের সমৃদ্ধিতে গাজী গ্রুপ। সর্বোৎকৃষ্ট কাঁচামালে তৈরি গাজী পিভিসি পাইপ, আগাগোড়া মজবুত। বাংলাদেশে গাজী পাইপ আগে আসলে কত উপকারী না পাইতাম।
গাজী প্রথম, গাজী সেরা।
Well, the Comilla Victorians have got their regular captain, Steve Smith, off to Australia to have a little checkup on his elbow. Tamim Iqbal, even Lewis, Imrul Kais captaining. Shoaib Malik, they've got the big gun, Shahid Afridi, Liam Dawson. But they'll have to really bowl well. Mohammad Shahid and Abu Haidarani, the 2 pace bowlers. The stand-in captain, Imrul Kais, trying to marshal his troops. Last ball of the last over. Look at this one. Maybe not from the meaty part of the bat, but enough force on that to take it away to the boundary. That's a good delivery from Mehdi Hasan. Comes in to bowl, and there he is from the mighty chips end, the right arm off break bowlers. We're seeing a bit of spin and pace combination. Oh, beauty. Oh, that should have been taken. That should have been stumped. Oh dear, opportunity lost.
That was tossed up. Tried to drive, that got the thick outside edge, and a catch dropped. Mediasan, another partnership.
Well, that stood up, trying to put it away, but a little cramped for space. Not very comfortable. 4 good deliveries here from the young man, Mediasan. Managed to beat the bat, managed to stem the flow of runs, just a single in this over. Mehdi bowling to Mehdi. Look round as he bowls to the right-hander this time round. Well bowled. He's been good. He's been on the money right from the word go. Well, expected him to come out with Mominul. Decided to change the batting order. Swings it around, and it's going to be wide of the fielder. Spoils the over with that boundary, but they'll take it. After 2, it's 20 without loss.
গাজী টায়ার, নিরাপদ হোক পথ চলা। পানির প্রয়োজনে আমরা আছি সবসময় আপনার পাশে। বাংলাদেশের সর্বাধিক ব্যবহৃত পানির ট্যাঙ্ক গাজী ট্যাঙ্ক। গাজীই প্রথম, গাজীই সেরা। বাংলাদেশের সমৃদ্ধিতে গাজী গ্রুপ।
Almost full at the Sher-e-Bangla National Stadium. Liam Dawson's going to come in and bowl his first over. So Abu Haider Rani being a little wayward in the first over. Skipper Imrul Kais decided to take him off, and suddenly he's decided to change his mind. It's going to be Saifuddin. Well, have a look at the last ball of the last over. Just stood up there, ranked long hop, and no problems for Mediasan to swing it around and help himself to 4 runs. Yeah, did all right till that delivery, much to the delight of the Rajshahi Kings supporters. Well, looks apprehensive, pensive. Mohammad Saifuddin, right arm fast medium from the Ispani Mirzapur end. So they've changing it around, yes, giving the batsman something to think about. Oh, that's going to be close. Did he get a bit of bat? Yeah, he's been given. It's a late reaction from the umpire. And that celebration from Mohammad Saifuddin, now that'll be interesting. Are they going for a review? They're thinking about it, having a little bit of a chat, and I think they have. Yeah, he feels that maybe it was touching the bat, was it, before it went on to hit the pads, and maybe going down leg side. Soon find out. We'll look at the front foot from Mohammad Saifuddin. No problems with that. So we carry on, roll it at the front vision or the spin vision. And what does that tell you? It tells you that maybe there's no bat in it, but maybe it's doing a little too much. Now look at Ultra Edge as it passes the bat, cuts in. Was there a... No, I think they're about the same line. Here comes ball tracking. In line, impact in line, and wickets hitting. So The review is lost. It's a good call from the umpire. Took his time about giving the decision. And the original decision stays. So there you go, umpire. Morshid Ali Khan was right. And Mominul has to take the long walk back. LBW to Saifuddin. Rajshahi Kings are 20 for 1.
গাজি স্টোভ একদিকে যেমন গ্যাস সাশ্রয়ী তেমনি রান্নার লোডও নিতে পারে প্রচুর। গাজি স্টোভ কিচেনের পারফেক্ট পার্টনার।
An early strike, third over by Mohammad Saifuddin, the third bowler used by Imrul Qais. Straight away saw him getting into line. Tomo Sharkar is our new batsman in. He's had the best of tournaments so far. 98th match for him. Wealth of experience. The strike rate maybe could do with a little bit of improvement. 5 times he's crossed the 50 mark. Wants to ensure that he gets a steady start. Good look at the bowling before he tries some big hitting. Captain at the other end, Mehdi Hasan Miraj, 16 on just 6 deliveries. Reminder that the Comilla Victorians won the toss and elected to bowl first. Mohammad Saifuddin getting a wicket first ball. Oh, bowling! Goodness gracious! What's going on here? Look at that celebration. Typical celebration, hands on heads. It was a Yorker length ball to Shomo Sharkar and he played all over it and was missing it. The ball was hitting timber.
I thought it sneaked between the bat and the pad. It was a good delivery straight up. And there, Shomo Sharkar, there was a big gap between the bat and pad. First ball will be very disappointed with himself. Had to play a leading role in this side, which is full of locals, not too many foreign players in here. And that's the typical gesture from Saifuddin. Rajshahi King, 20 for 2.
গাজিটার নিরাপদ হোক পথ চলা।
Wickets and 2 balls from Mohammad Saifuddin. Are we going to see our second hat trick? Well. This is really something that you might not expect, but you've got to experience Mohammad Hafiz in 253rd match for him, over 5,300 runs and a decent strike rate, 30 50s, 200s. He has to ensure that he can keep this ball out. As Mohammad Saifuddin will have his tail up. Driving for the Yaga. Good to see there 2 slips in. There's the first one. And here's the second. 2 and 2. Thumping of the chest. Saifuddin on a hat trick. Give the ball a little kiss he normally does. There you go. Well, that was a decent enough ball, but not to be enticed. The experience of Mohammad Hafiz.
He was watchful there, slightly outside the off stump. Let it go easy, Mohammad Hafiz. Season campaigner, a lot will depend on this pair, Mohammad Hafiz and Mehdi Hasan Miraj. Mehdi Hasan Miraj being the captain, backing himself up to open the innings. Confidence that he got from the Asia Cup.
2 slips in. Very good to see the attacking mode that Imrul Qais is in, but that's nicely played. Just waited on that one and didn't try to hit it too hard. Just the placement in the gap and a couple of comfortable runs.
Mehdi Hasan blazing away initially. Some good hits for 4s. They need to settle down. Need to look for the singles, make convert the singles into doubles, rotate the strike, and rely on Mohammad Hafiz to anchor the innings for the side.
Well, after those two first deliveries, the second slip's been taken away. Placed at deepish mid-wicket. That's where you see him just backing away. Another good ball. He's been on the money right from the word go, has Mohammad Saifuddin. Not really given any quarters at all to the batsman. Played off 2 wickets in the first 2 deliveries that he bowled.
Look at the view. The drone shot gives you bird's eye view of the Mirpur Sher-e-Bangla Stadium.
Waits on that and tries to guide it. Finds the fielder. No runs of the last ball of the third over. 22 for 2.
সর্বোৎকৃষ্ট কাঁচামালে তৈরি গাজী পিভিসি পাইপ আগাগোড়া মজবুত বাংলাদেশের সেরা পাইপ গাজী পাইপ আগে আসলে কত উপকারী না পাইতাম
গাজী প্রথম গাজী সেরা
গাজী টায়ার নিরাপদ হোক পথ চলা
San Miraj, Rajshahi Kings skipper wondering what happened in the last over. 2 quick wickets. He's lost his opening partner, lost the efforts of Shommo Sharkar out first ball. 22 for 2. Who's going to bowl the next over? Imrul Qais has done well, and there's another change. 4 and 4. Mohammad Shahid going to come on from the mighty chips end, the right arm medium fast. He can be a workhorse. 37 wickets in his 29th match. 4 for 12 is best. Very wicket-to-wicket bowler. As I said, pretty much in line. Lovely shot. Despairing effort, but the timing was so sweet. It went racing away. 4 runs.
Looking in top form, Mehdi Hasan Miraj. Ball pitched up, and look at the drive. Full flurry of the bat. And that was a sloppy bit of a fielding there by the fielder. Imrul Qais, was it?
Well, he dived over the delivery, not really timing his dive. Yeah, I suppose you could have done a little better on at least parry the ball. Not the most auspicious start, despite a decent enough delivery from Mohammad Shahid. Oh, no, that's adjusted very nicely. Mehdi Hasan Miraj so adept at just reading the ball. Big guns are there. Shahid Afridi knows that they've got the advantage early to keep the pressure going.
Interesting, the bowling attack of Comilla Victorians. Mohammad Shahid, Mohammad Saifuddin and Ronnie Haider. Typical type of medium trundlers. Both doing the job well. Mohammad Shahid will look to get a wicket.
Well, Imrul Qais, the stand-in captain, has used 4 bowlers in the first 4 overs. He's got Liam Dawson. I wouldn't be surprised if he brings in Liam Dawson to bring in the 5th over. We'll have to wait and see if that happens. Just the different thought processes of different skippers making out their plans. Not a regular captain of the team, understandably, but he's done well so far in marshalling his troops. Current run rate 7.71. It's not too bad. Problem is they've lost 2 wickets. After it, over the top. 2 bounces into the fence. That's a bold strike. Excellent from Mehdi. I beg your pardon, from Hafiz on that occasion.
Yes, he came down the wicket. That was the ball, a little short of length, but he knew the height, the bounce, and made no mistake. Straight over the top for 4.
Yeah, hands on heads, but They've done well. So it's a positive approach from Mohammad Hafiz. Again, guides that nicely. Going to go through for one quickly and come back quite comfortably for the second as Shahid Afridi retrieves the ball. In a rather expensive over so far by Mohammad Shahid. Lovely sight from the drone camera. And there's another one flying around. That's the Spidey swinging around. That's a better delivery. A little bit awkward, but even then, got a bit of bat to it and gets a single to finish over number 4. 34 for 2.
গাজী পানির পাম্প দামে সস্তা,
কৃষকের আস্থা।
সর্বোৎকৃষ্ট কাঁচামালে তৈরি গাজী পিভিসি পাইপ, আগাগোড়া মজবুত, বাংলাদেশের সেরা পাইপ। গাজী পাইপ আগে আসলে কত উপকারী না পাইতাম।
গাজী প্রথম, গাজী সেরা।
Back. We're about to see the start of the 5th over. Now, which bowler is he going to use? Imrul Qais been thinking. Is it going to be a 5th bowler? As I thought. Well. I expected that the 5th bowler might be used. Liam Dawson. So, Imrul Qais not allowing the batsman to have a good look at the bowling, chopping and changing. But he's gone on the defense a little bit. He's taken the slip away and got a square short third man in position.
Bowling.
Pays respect to that delivery.
Bowling, go.
It's a good ploy in a way. He's kept the batsman guessing, not allowing the batsman to get the hang of any particular bowler.
Bowling.
And he's right on the money. Just ensuring, not trying to spin the ball, the orthodox left arm spin. What he's trying to do is just keep it in line. Maybe skid a little bit. A bit of turn, enough turn to beat the bat. This is excellent. And he bowls it with a good bit of pace too, over 90 kilometers.
He's been accurate, right on the spot.